while editing this, I realized that we didn't give any disclaimers at all. So just a quick little disclaimer: we do not promote underage drinking. If you do consume an alcohol underage, there could be very bad things that happen to you. We're not trying to promote that in this. We're just talking about what happened to us and just trying to have a fun little story to tell for you guys. Also, thank you so much for the recent support, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode.
So, alcoholics, right? Welcome back to the Almost Normal podcast. Where once again, it should just be called Not Normal because we are not normal.
Very not normal.
Guys, we are recording this. It is December 5th. 6th. And at this point, the first episode came out.
Look, that's exciting. I could not listen to it. Okay, so here's my biggest thing with it, right? You've done recording for a bit, right?
Yeah, stop messing with stuff, please.
I need a fidget toy. You've done Twitch and all that, right?
Twitch, YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, you're used to how your voice sounds on mics. I hate how my voice sounds, man. I was listening to that episode.
Was that the hardest part?
That was the hardest part. I did not like how my voice sounds. And I was stuttering a lot too. And
but it was the first episode, though.
Yeah.
So I think by the time episode 2 and 3 are way better. By the way, guys. Wait. Never mind. You already heard episode 2 and 3 by the time this comes out.
Yeah.
This is our holiday special, technically.
We got a good story for a holiday special, huh?
This weekend is Christmas.
That's so weird.
It's so weird that we're saying it now, even though Christmas is like 2 weeks away now. It's actually...
Yeah, but...
It's 19 days.
It'll probably be either before or after when they hear this, though.
It'll be before Christmas.
Will it?
It'll be the Wednesday before Christmas. So Christmas is on, I want to say a Thursday. It's on a Saturday. So yeah, it'll come out the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. First episode.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's doing on Apple Podcasts, but as of time of recording, we have 16 plays on SoundCloud and 17 plays on Spotify. That's a good amount. It's over 30.
It's not bad.
So
I'm gonna need another water.
Today we are talking about
Last night,
our interesting party last night.
my sister turned 20.
20. It's a big number. Everything is... It's special. Actually, she turned 20 the day before, but we're not going to talk about that.
Yeah. Her birthday's December 4th.
So, let's start at the beginning of the day.
Yeah. Let's start. Let's go to where I can remember, and then you can take over.
I'll take it from there. So, what time did you... So, okay, I'll start with my part of the day. So, I woke up around like 9:30, and my mom wanted to feed for the homeless, so she was going to make me get up and cook with her. And as much as I very much enjoy feeding the homeless on my spare time, I did not want to cook. So I was like, Mom, can I do something else for you that is like equivalent? She's like, actually, I need you to run to the store for me, because I need some more stuff, and if you run to the store for me, then we can count that as your community service for the day. I'm like, let's do it. So I text Will. I'm like, yo, Will, you want to go to the store with me? He's like,
Can't.
He's like, no. He said, yeah, sure. And so then I drive.
I didn't read that at all.
You said you can.
Yeah, I heard you want to go. And I was like, what? Sure.
Okay. So I pull in front of his house, and I sit there and wait. And I'm like, I'm here. And I wait. And I wait. I waited 20 minutes, and he didn't respond to any of my texts. And then he finally responds after I had already left. He's like, hey, you still here? I'm like, no. So I go to the store. While I'm at the store,
Don't say who you walked past. Let's
No,
take
no,
that
no.
away.
I want to talk about this.
No.
Why?
Because let's just leave them out of the stories.
No. I ran into Skittles from previous episodes, if you remember.
Jesus.
He's an interesting kid. We'll probably talk about him more in the
No,
future.
no,
We will.
No, we won't. Please
But
stop.
it's just this kid that Will used to hang out with. In short, he's an interesting child, but I did not want to interact with him today. So I hide my face and I just walk past him and act like I'm not there. Funny thing, as I'm driving back, I pass Will because he's going to a different store to get balloons for his sister's party. And I spam beep him. I go beep, 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 beep. He didn't even hear any of it.
Nope.
And then he said that he also passed Skittles.
Yeah. I mean, it's a small town, dude.
Yeah. It wasn't even in the town that we live in, though. That's the best part. All three of us were in the same town at one point.
Yeah.
Again. Because I think he technically lives in our town.
I guess.
Yeah. But, so, that is how pretty much our morning started. And then right when Will got back, we went out. We went to Dunkin' Donuts as we usually do, which we didn't do this morning. We probably should have.
No, I can't deal with caffeine right now. I want water.
Okay.
I want water.
But so we went to Dunkin' Donuts. We chilled there, and this is where the day starts. A few days earlier, I got off work, and two people that I work with wanted to get drunk in the back of my car because they were tired with work. And I was like,
Of course.
okay. So they got Pink Whitney, which is like this pink lemonade vodka.
Pink Whitney. I've heard of that before. They might know what it is.
It's made by Barstool,
Yeah.
Barstool Sports. But so they drank that, and they were like, since you didn't have any, we'll leave you this rest of this bottle. And I was like, okay. So fast forward to yesterday when we were grabbing Dunkin' Donuts.
Go on.
He's grabbing magnets off our whiteboard just to fit. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I'm not going to.
I saw that pick up on your side.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's picking up. It's fucking up.
Nice.
But so I'm like, hey, Will, you want to try this? He's like, yeah, I'll try it. Instead of trying it straight first, he pours it into his Dunkin' drink, which is a strawberry refresher, so it looks the same.
Exactly.
And
no change in color.
And that's when he starts drinking. Mind you, I think it was only like 10 o'clock.
Nice.
It was like 10 or 11 o'clock. It was bad. And then after that,
rock bottom. We haven't even turned 28.
And then at this point, I'm like,
I don't drink on the normal basis.
no,
okay?
he doesn't drink on a normal basis. He only does that at parties. He's Mexican. You know how the Mexican parties be. Everybody knows how Mexican parties are.
Yeah, we roll, man.
So I'm like, well, we're going to this party, and it's in the town we live. So technically, I don't have to worry about driving home. So I might as well enjoy it too. So I text my friend. I'm like, hey, can you get us another bottle? And she says, yeah, sure. Give me like a few hours. I'm like, yes, let's go. So
We go to Goodwill.
we drive to Dover. I think we could say that.
Yeah,
We drive to Dover, and while we're in Dover, we didn't really do too much.
You just took an adventure to
We
find
went
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, we went to Wawa and we used the bathroom,
I needed to fucking pee.
and then we drove to the nearest Goodwill, and we were looking for Pokemon cards there, see if they had any old ones.
And I found a fucking cane.
And he found a cane.
I was using that shit for like the entire time. It was great.
He was walking with his cane, and he was trying to buy it, and I wouldn't let him. At one point, I got distracted, and I took it away, and I put it down, and then he didn't go back to it. He remembered it. He just didn't go back to it.
Yeah, I was like, whatever. I'm getting bored.
We didn't find any Pokemon cards at the Goodwill
Yeah,
or anything
unfortunate.
of value.
Besides,
I did find a graphics card from like 2008 that was like only $15. But
Keep talking. I'm not interfering.
You're interfering with me.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so then we go to this pawn shop to look for it. We walk in this pawn shop. It ends up being way smaller than I thought it would be. We walk
They had
in.
good stuff though. They had pretty good
They
stuff.
had decent stuff. They had a lot of Razer stuff. They had a good amount of laptops. They had an old Nikon
They
camera.
had knives, and oh my god, their guitar section was pretty fire.
Will was
Mesmerized by the
Will
guitar
was Will was looking like Niagara Falls after looking at the guitar section.
section. It was nice.
He really.
I really wanted to buy one, but I have a guitar right now, and I want to learn.
But you don't even play it. You stopped going to lessons. Why'd you stop going to lessons real quick?
I just stopped paying for them.
Oh.
It was like 7 lessons for like a month, right? It's spaced out, and I was like, I didn't really like the teacher that much, and I was like, I'm just gonna stop paying for him.
Gotcha.
And I was gonna start. I had like books. I was gonna learn from that at home, but I just didn't have time because I went early, and I would practice there. But when I just wake up early, I was like, no, I don't wake up early. I wake up at like 1, right? Normally,
Yeah, I wake up early.
I wake up at like 1 to go to work because I have to get to work at 3.
Yeah.
I don't play in the mornings, and then I get home at like around 11:20, and I just knock out.
That was very specific.
Yeah,
11:20.
11:20.
You could have said like 11:15 or like 11:30.
No,
But
11:20. I'm ready because when I drive, I try to see how what's the fastest I can get home.
oh god.
I've gotten home in like 15 minutes from. Well, you're gonna have to blur that out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll bleep that one. Dang. So, after going to the pawn shop, I think it was actually before, my friend texted me saying that she got the goods. So, we drove to a random place. Not going to say the place or any details.
We went to her house.
Her house, yes.
Her place.
Which, from the pawn shop we were at, was only a good, 5 minutes? It wasn't far.
Yeah, we lucked out.
So we met her, we got it, and this is where the night starts about. Actually, probably started when you at Duncan, but
Yeah, come on now.
so he's walking away again. Do you have ADHD?
I should probably get diagnosed for something because I'm.
You didn't have to throw that away. You could have just waited to the end.
We're just sitting there, man. Just if you're talking, just keep talking, man. I don't see the issue.
I get distracted.
I don't see the issue of me picking up a bottle of water and throwing it away while you're talking. Man,
I was
okay?
distracted. Okay, so so we drive back to his house, and when we get to his house, his mom's not there yet. So we're like, woohoo!
Before then,
Oh.
when we parked, I looked up, and I was like, "You want to go get Brian?" I'm gonna say his name because I doubt he'll care.
No, we got Brian after though.
No, we got Brian as soon as we.
No, we drank before.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
because
Yeah.
you were blowing up balloons.
Yeah.
So let me tell the story, Mr. Blackout.
No. I'm in this.
Okay.
No,
So
contribute.
we get to his house and his mom's not there yet. So Will's blowing up balloons to say happy birthday, and I'm like, hey Will, no one's here right
Pregame?
now. You just want to start?
Or pregame before the
He's
pregame?
like, let's do it.
Let's do
So,
it.
mind you, this is only 4:00, so this is really bad. So we got this. There's just little styrofoam cups, maybe about 3/4 of the size of a normal styrofoam cup that you would see, the little ones that you would
Party cups.
No, they're not party ones. They're the little styrofoam cups that are the coffee machines that when you go places.
Oh yeah.
So you're not taking all their coffee, but you can still have a little bit. It's that size. They're flimsy as hell. I want to make that clear because they were really flimsy. And
Foam.
we fill the whole cup.
No.
Sorry, I fill the whole cup. Will doesn't fill his cup.
Yeah, because I was taking shots.
Yes.
The lines on the cups are measurements, and the smallest measurement was for shots, and I unfilled that. I took a couple shots. He was drinking it like an actual drink, like a fucking idiot. It's vodka, man. You take shots. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you, Russian?
So and then at one point I was like, yeah, maybe I should just take a break. You want the rest of this? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. So we hear his mom pull up. Oh no, she calls him and
Ask for help.
no.
We
No.
hear someone pull in. We go to my room. We put the vodka away.
Yeah, but then it wasn't his mom.
Yeah.
But we ended up taking the last shot. At this point,
We go outside to go check who it was. No one's there. So I mentioned, let's go get Brian. He's like a brother. He's like a mini me.
it's beyond mini me now.
Yeah, he is. He is me.
And I think he's beyond you now.
Is he?
Yeah, 'cause he's worse than you.
The teacher has become the master. Sure. I'm such a bad influence on that kid. I feel bad, but
Yeah, it's not
he
good.
likes it, so it is what it is. So we get him, and he wants to smoke, but we didn't end up smoking. Don't worry. He pulls out his sock of shit.
It's not even in his apartment. He
Well,
pulls it
Yeah,
out.
of course, bro. We Mexicans gotta like hide our shit because his parents are stricter than mine.
Yeah.
Way stricter. Like just
Come closer to the mic so they can actually hear you.
like they're scary strict, man. They don't.
You
Even,
didn't. All you did was move the mic like a centimeter.
Can you hear me now?
It's an ASMR, bro. But
we're gonna slip that in every episode, aren't we?
huh?
We're gonna slip that in every episode, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
That ASMR.
Yeah, it's just like I don't want to go and joke.
And we go outside. Jack has two skateboards, and we're like, let's go skill a bit. Right?
Yeah, and then we start skating. Well, no, we drank more before we started skating.
Did
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
So we go back into Will's bedroom, and we let him try a sip. He's our age.
Yeah,
He's our age.
he's 18 minus a couple years.
And
But he's 18.
me and Will will probably take another two shots.
2 shots, yeah.
So at this point, we're probably almost halfway through the bottle.
We're like a quarter.
Yeah, and then we're like, let's go skate. So we start skating. It already starts bad.
I trip and fall, rip my
He
rip my
trips and
jeans.
falls. I was, for some reason, when I started, I was scared of all the stairs, so I would slowly walk down every stair.
What?
You weren't paying attention to this because every time I was by stairs, you were somewhere else. But I'd look down at the stairs and I'd take one step and be like, okay. And the last step I would jump off like I was a 5-year-old and just go, wee! And then no. We're messing up. Their timeline's messed up.
It's just super messed up.
Before that happened, Will's mom got here.
Yeah. I knew that, but I didn't think it was relevant.
So before we got
enough.
the skateboards, we got the skateboards out of my car and we brought them in, and then we drank more. And then Will's mom got there. She needed help carrying stuff in, so we went out and we carried stuff in. And I took something from her to carry for her so I could be a better person. I didn't end up working by the end of the night, but
my mom doesn't like Jack.
we've brought it up like 20 times already.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's relevant enough to bring up.
Yeah.
Constantly.
So, we help her bring stuff in. As we're walking out, me and Will already know that it's too late.
It's hitting already.
So there's like white powder on the ground, and I looked at Will like, cocaine.
I don't remember that.
He doesn't remember that.
I really don't.
But
I remember that you saying that this morning when you picked me up. But
I said again this morning, but he didn't remember that. He must have not heard me. And then we went up and we helped his mom. We brought a few things in, and then we went skating. While skating, we called his sister, and I think we already started to piss her off at that point because she already knew we were gone.
well, we didn't call her to say anything. We called her to ask her when she's getting here.
Yeah, because we wanted her to bring the kid, which we never even hung out with.
No, I saw him like once. I was like, "Hey, Junior, what's up, man?"
I said, hey. I was like, what's up, hey, bye.
Maybe that pissed her off.
No, that was it.
But I didn't like carry him. I didn't interact with him. I was just like, "What's up, dude? What's up? How's it going,
know.
dude?"
And then we didn't really get very far. And then his mom called and said she wanted us back for some reason.
I forget why.
Yeah. And then so we rode back, and I think we didn't really do much after we got back, did we? Then we walked to the gas station.
Yeah, we she called us back, then we just went back outside. What?
Yeah, we didn't really. I don't know what our thought process was, but we got back and we walked to the gas station. We get some snacks, mind you. At this point, me and Will are far gone.
Far away in a
To
distant
the point
land.
where I don't eat salt and vinegar chips anymore because it always like screws up my tongue. And I'm like, Oh, I want some vinegar chips right now. I got them, and I'm like, oh, these are so good. I got the ice cream Snickers bar, and I was like, damn, this shit hard as fuck. And I ate the whole thing by the time we got back to the house anyway. It hurt though.
It's not a far walk. It was impressive what he did.
It was like rock hard though. Like I hit it on Will one time.
That's how you open it. You open it like a fucking straw.
Yeah, I opened it like a straw and I hit it on Will. And I was like, is it hard? Don't you feel this? He's like,
No.
no. I'm like, okay, well maybe it's just me.
Rock hard abs, bro.
It was your shoulder, sir.
Hard.
But so yeah, we got back. I think not long after Brian's parents showed up,
Yeah.
and well, no, Brian's sister showed up first,
And then
And
they
then-
were behind her.
They
Yeah,
came in like 5 minutes later though.
No, they were like
No,
behind
because
her.
we were remember we were interacting with the baby for a while.
Oh.
So
we didn't pick up the baby.
we didn't pick up the baby. I want to
We're-
make this clear.
We try to be responsible.
We are responsible
We don't-
adults.
We don't interact with the children while we're under the influence. Like adults.
I'm pretty sure that's the song by Eminem. It's Under the Influence. We'll listen to it later. But so we I want to make this clear. We're sober right now.
Yeah. Somewhat. Somewhat.
I am.
Somewhat.
My last drink was was over 12 hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably we'll go get into it later. But so yeah, they walked in. We interacted with the baby. We didn't try to pick her up. We were just waving and all. And then I just kept making fun of Brian's sister because she's 4'11". I was like, bro, you're short. I'm like, I stood up to her. I was looking over. I was like, where'd you go? Where'd you go? And then Will just kept poking her. She's like, stop doing that, Will. I know she said, stop doing that, William. And he was like, you just call me William? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, she does it all the time.
It's
annoys me.
Flacco.
Shut the fuck. I swear, if they start calling me this, I'm gonna be so pissed at you.
Everybody, start
Please,
calling him
no,
Flacco.
Stop.
Go follow his Twitter and just spam him with Flacco, 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 or Willie.
No, please don't.
But
My mom started calling me Willie because of the Free Willy movies.
what?
Yeah, my sister was obsessed with them. It was
Okay.
weird.
So, yeah, we just sit there and make fun of her. Will's just like poking her, like touching her head, and then
Using her as a shoulder rest or something.
yeah,
leaning
she's
on
like,
her.
how old is she? She's a freshman, isn't she?
I'm pretty sure she's a freshman.
Yeah,
Freshman, junior.
she's a freshman. Or
No,
junior.
Freshman, sophomore.
No, she's a freshman. She's a freshman. I remember her telling me that. So that happens, and then Brian's parents walk in. I think they instantly found out we were drunk.
His dad has so much dirt on me. He has
Yeah.
so much dirt.
Yeah,
I respect that man so much though because he hasn't said anything
respect.
respectfully.
He also speaks English, so we couldn't really talk about stuff because he could tell anybody. So they walk in, and then we go back to the bedroom, and we drink more.
When does Huber get here?
A little bit later. It's still more that happened. So we drink more, and at one point we're just walking around, like the house, and then Will and Brian go into Will's bedroom. Oh no, I walk out to use the bathroom, and I'm hitting my nightstick in there, and I walk back, and I just get the urge that I just want to lay on the floor. So I go outside Will's bedroom, and I just lay on the floor. I'm like, Will.
that's why I'm on the floor.
I don't. I just go, Will. He's like, what? What do you want? I said, Will, I'm dead. He said, no, we can't. You need to come on. We need to pull you out. So he's like all panicked, like we're gonna get caught. So he picks me up and he like pulls me,
and pull him in.
and he starts feeling, Will, I don't
What
want
do
to
you
go.
do?
I don't want to go.
I dragged you in like pretty quick though.
Yeah, he
impressed
dragged me
myself.
quick, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And then I sit on his bed, and I'm just puffing on my nightstick. I'm like lightheaded from it, and then I just lay down. I'm like, oh, I'm dead now, Will. And he's like, oh, bro, you're too far gone. You're too far gone. I'm like, can I have more? He's like, no, we have to save it. I'm like, okay, sorry. And then,
Tell me about the gum wrapper.
so
Brian, I'm gonna start naming people. Okay, here's the thing. Okay, we're gonna name people. I don't care. Right? We're gonna first name's Ollie, of course. If we name you for like stories, respectfully, when we have stories for you, we're just gonna tell it how it is. We're gonna say your opinion about you. We don't know you anymore, right? After high school, we don't know you anymore, right? We're gonna respect you.
I do want to say this though. If someone is listening and you do hear your name come up and you don't want your name to come up at all, please message me, and if I can, I will go through. If I can, without having to completely take the file down and re-upload it, I will bleep out your name. But in other words, I will not be bleeping names unless you pretty much tell me to.
Yeah, we're gonna get sued from this. I know this for
Yeah.
eventually. We're gonna get
I'll just
sued.
every name we use, I'll just go through and listen. I'll text them and be like, "Hey, can we use your name in the podcast?"
No, don't worry about it.
I feel like Huber or Brian won't care,
Yeah, they won't care. But
and we'll just keep saying your sister. We don't need to say her name.
yeah,
If you say it, it's okay. But like,
whatever.
so
And everyone else, it's after high school. We won't care.
Yeah.
Or we'll respect you. But if we shit talk you about in high school, that was high school.
yeah, sorry, bro.
Come on,
You
man.
probably changed. Everybody changes.
Yeah,
like
if we meet you like in real life,
in real life.
yeah, in real life, if we meet you, that's fine. Right?
Yeah. So yeah,
If we hate you in high school, sorry about that. It's
yeah.
not our
I
fault.
mean, but if we hated you in high school, there's probably a reason we hated you.
And we're probably gonna, if we mention your name, we're probably gonna explain why. You know?
Yeah, we'll explain why. But everybody changes. I'm a completely different person than I was 2 years ago. Can you stop messing with the podcast set?
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Okay, so back to the night. So he wouldn't let me drink more, for obvious reasons. So we start just chilling and all. I don't think we do anything else. I think we just sit in your bedroom and just chill for a little bit.
No music. I don't know. How we did
I
that.
don't know how we did that. And then Huber shows up. He'll probably come up in more stories in the future.
Yeah, he definitely will.
He will. And he shows up.
Huber's a friend from work.
Yeah. Wait. Did Hoover show up before or after Yvette?
Before.
Oh, I said her. Yvette's his sister.
That's a great question. When did Huber show up?
Did he just not come to the store with us?
No, he didn't. He just like
He-
poofed in.
Yeah, he
literally
just showed
poofed
up,
in.
and then he tried a sip of it, but he didn't want to drink yet. So fair enough. He's responsible. He also had to drive himself home, so he was debating if he was going to drink it all. He ended up drinking a little bit, but by the time he drove home, he was completely fine.
He drank a Corona, man, and Corona's not gonna fuck you up.
Yeah, I think he drank one Corona, one margarita while we were there. Okay, but
I brought him, but I was gonna bring one for me. Good thing I didn't drink that.
What, the margarita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought two of that, and I went back for Corona for him. He downed that like quick.
Yeah, and you did drink the margarita.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you took it outside and you were drinking it. I watched you. Yeah.
What the hell?
I drank the other one though.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's. But we literally drank the same amount. You just chugged the last little bit.
I don't remember drinking the margarita.
Cause that was after you chugged.
Huh.
That was post chug. Post chug
Okay.
is when it goes downhill.
Okay,
But we
so
need to back it up. So, Will's sister and her boyfriend show up, and right when they show up, we're like, can we say his name? I feel like it's not a popular name, so I feel like we shouldn't say it.
Let's say Dofo. That's his.
Dofo?
Yeah, Dofo. That's
Okay.
that's what everyone calls him.
So, homie Dofo, that's his nickname. Dofo shows up, and
My mom
right when we get
also
there,
doesn't like him.
yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, but right when he gets there, me, Will, and Will's mom all went up to him and be like, "Hey, can you go to the liquor store?"
Because he's 21.
Which is bad because we shouldn't be with it, and she was just joining our crew for some reason. I was like, "Oh, maybe your mom likes us now."
Yeah, that's what I thought. She was fine with you. When she
Really not.
like when we went to go help her, right? She handed you her things and she said, "Apurte chamaco feo." Like,
Oh, she called me ugly.
Like-
yeah,
like
I remember
in
that.
like an endearing way, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I thought she was funny. She was like,
Like
she
I
didn't
call
bite
Will
you.
a fucking moron. I still love him.
Like she didn't yell at you. I thought she was fine. And
Yeah.
then we went to the liquor store, and
And then at the liquor store, I was looking for my good. It wasn't there. I don't know. Okay, it was a good idea. We didn't get more though, honestly.
honestly, that bottle was enough.
So we got tequila for the party.
Patron, that good shit.
Patron. We got ice.
I
And then wait. Don't say it yet. We cashed out and all. We got
no,
run out.
not yet. We went in there, and then some cholo walked in, and
Who was he? Did you guys know him?
I don't think Dolphin did.
Huh?
I think Dofo knew who he was. And then I just joined in. I just dabbed him like every 20 seconds. It was funny.
And I was like, see. Yeah. Reminder: me and Will have drank over. We don't know this kid, and we've drank over half this bottle already. So this was bad.
It was fine.
No. So
I liked his fit though. He had a,
okay.
He had a gray hat, right? It was like a smoky gray, and like La Virgen on it, and he had a whole ass like oversized shirt with La Virgen. He was full cholo, dude. He was baggy shorts and Vans.
Yeah,
he fit the bill. He was
definitely a cholo.
he called himself a cholo. That's all right. So.
And then you called me a gringo again.
We went to go cash out, and I asked, I was like, "Yo, Dofa, we need ice. We need ice." The guy said we only have small. I was like, "That's fine. I'll get two." I went to go get two. They weren't heavy, okay. So I grabbed two, one in each hand. I walked back. I showed them to the guy so he can charge, and then I'm trying to go outside, and I'm looking at the one in my right hand, and it's slipping, and for some reason I don't lay it down and readjust my grip. I just watch it, and then it slips out, falls, and
then the ice just explodes everywhere. I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, Will, we can't do this.
The guy.
Oh wait, hold on. Mind you, I want to bring this up. I was so gone. This is the first time I've ever drank, but I was so far gone that on the way there, I was in the back seat, and I ended up sitting on the floor, and I was just sitting there like touching Will, like, hey bro, and then he kept putting his hand back, and I would just grab it and be like, hey,
damming each other up,
and I just kept asking like, I was just asking like hella awkward questions, like, bro, Dofo, how does it feel to be fucking Will's sister? And then I started talking about how I was gonna hook up with this one girl at the party.
Yeah, that was fucked up as well.
Yeah, that was funny though. She's 18 though, so we're all good.
That was on the way to the liquor store. In the liquor store, once I dropped the ice, the guy gave me a bag. I put the ice in. I take the stuff to the car. I walk back in and start trying to scoop in the ice.
No. You tried to walk back in. We told you not. You didn't have to worry about it.
Yeah, I walked in one time and grabbed a big scoop and took it out.
Oh, okay.
I tried to walk in again, and he said
don't worry about it. We got it. So then we went to Dollar General, and we were at Dollar General.
What did we buy? I don't know.
Candles. We went for candles.
Oh, yeah.
And at one point, they're looking for candles, and I just go back to the floor, and I sit on the floor. I'm just sitting there. And as we were leaving, Will's like, oh, come on, bro. Come on. He's like, come on, you got it, bud. And he grabbed my hand and pulled me up. And then
I paid for everything, right? I paid for the liquor. I was going to pay for the candles as well.
And you guys know when you guys are like at the store, and it's like, do you want cash back?
I was like, yeah. I pull out $40.
I thought it was 20.
I pull out 40, and so then Jackson says,
I look at him, I'm like, Will, why you put out money? He's like, because I wanted to. I'm like, bro, we all know you're just gonna use it for weed. And then the girl behind the register just started laughing. I'm like, I see, she thinks it's funny. Bro, I'm funny.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I was not funny. It wasn't that funny of a joke. I think she was laughing because we were pretty much just out of it at that point, and she knew.
It was pretty obvious.
Then we drove. We tried to go to this gas station so Will could buy a bowl. That was probably a bad idea. It's a good thing it was closed, honestly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They were closed, so we just
for future reference, man.
We left, and then we just drove back, and we got back to the house.
2 bottles of tequila. We should have bought more.
We didn't use it though.
Yeah, for them, of course. Yeah,
but we were originally going to drink some of them. We never got to it. Mm. Will got too preoccupied. So we got back. We bring everything in, and then Will's like talking to someone, and me and Brian sneak back to his bedroom, and I just start getting it out the bottle. I'm like, don't tell Will. And I just start gulping it. and Will comes back with me, and it's like in my hand. I'm like, shh. And he's like, bro, you're supposed to be safe. And I'm like, nah, it's fine. He's like, yeah, it's fine. So he comes sits next to me, and I'm like, you want some? He's like, yeah. So he drinks some more. And then
I go back and grab the margaritas and and the
No, that's after you chugged it.
I chug it.
Will, no, there's a whole other time. Bro, you're missing a lot.
What the hell?
Will, let's just start this quiet down now, because this is where Will starts to lose his memory. So, oh wait, we need to tell the inside joke of the whole night. From the moment we started drinking, all I would do is I would go up to him and be like, Will, let's act sober. Hi, how are you today? I'm sober. Hi, I'm sober.
That's so funny.
And I would say it in that voice and be, hi, I'm sober. I don't think it worked.
There wasn't a lot left in the bottle, so I chug it, and then they're yelling at me, chug.
Me and Huber were just encouraging. We're like, chug. He's like, yeah.
This is vodka, right?
He probably was a good 4 or 5 shots with that. And he's like, yeah. And then
I downed it quickly.
yeah, and then he's like, hey, Huber, you want something? He's like, yeah, sure. So he goes out, he gets 2 margaritas and
A Corona?
no. You get the 2 no. You get the 2 margaritas, and Huber's like, no, I want a Corona. He's like, oh, okay, I'll go back out. And then you go back out and get the Corona. Mm-hmm. You come there, and I don't know how you open the margarita, but
I didn't open the margarita.
No. Just listen. You go outside, and you're with Holly and her brother, and me and Huber are still in the room, and Huber's trying to open the Corona. I'm like, bro, just let me open it. He's like, no, I got it. He opens it with your knife. I'm like,
Yeah, I guess
that's pretty legit. And then you were out of the room.
I gave him my knife though.
Yeah, but we don't know. We didn't know where you were. I think you were outside though, because I think that's where we found you.
No. I went out back to the party. I grabbed your keys from Brian. I gave them to Yvette.
That's what you did during that point. So mind you, he took away my keys early in the night and gave them to Brian, and then he took them back from Brian and gave it to his sister. Mm-hmm. But so me and Huber are just in this room. And I'm like, bro, I was talking to Huber. I'm like, bro, I shouldn't have drank this much. I feel like I'm going to puke if I drink anymore. He's like, it's okay. So I'm like, I'm just going to grab a water and my salt and vinegar chips. So I start eating my chips again. We walk outside, and Will is out there by the time we get out there. And Will's out there drinking a margarita, too. I'm like...
I don't remember.
See, he doesn't remember this.
Margarita, what the hell?
But you brought in 2.
I brought in 2, yes.
And there was only 1 left.
I brought in for me and you. I gave the Rona to Hubert. I gave one to you. My mom walked in, and she saw the liquor. She's like, "Don't drink too much. I was like, "Yeah, we're fine. We're done."
We're done. But Will had already drank too much. He's gone at this point. Will's mom just sitting there. At one point, Will's mom stops talking. She's just sitting there looking around at everybody. And Will just starts laughing. I start laughing, and we're like, he was just like, sorry.
He downed that Corona as my mom was in the room, right? So I thought she was.
I also had the bottle of vodka in my lap at this point too.
I thought
we all thought she was fine because she was just sitting with us, and then
she was talking to us. She was joking around with Hubert because Hubert is basically my scapegoat. He's dope.
I don't think anymore.
And he's like the only one of the 3, even me included, that she likes.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think anymore. She was mad at him last night.
Why?
She was mad at all of us.
Let's continue with the story.
We'll get into that.
She walks away, and then we all go outside.
Yeah, we thought we were all good. So we go outside, and at this point, I had already eaten the rest of my salt vinegar chips, so I was feeling good. So I got a margarita. Will doesn't know this one yet, and I was like, I was by myself in his bedroom, and I couldn't find anything to open it with. So I was like, okay. So I grab it.
Look at that.
Oh, your podcast recording. It's a little late though. It's supposed to be like 8 a.m. But so this was the part that Will doesn't know. I couldn't find anything, so I'm like, you know what? I'm a real badass. I take it and I hit it on his dresser, and it pops it open. I'm like, hell yeah! I walk outside just drinking this. I'm like, hey guys, what's up? And I go outside, and for some reason, Will's curled up in a ball in the corner. So the outside of his house is like, it's like the outside wall, and then it goes in a little bit where there's like stairs, and then so he's like sitting in the corner. And I think at this point, Will isn't going to remember any of this.
I don't think so.
So I'm like, Will, you need to drink water, bro. Bro, you need to. For some reason, I got like a real like surfy like college boy accent or I was talking like that. I was like, bro, you need to drink water. You need to drink the water, bro. And he's like, no, I don't want to. I don't want to. And I'm like, bro, take the water. And he starts screaming, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I don't want to.
Don't touch
So
me, Greg.
at one point, I'm like, Will, drink the water or I'm going to do something. He's like, no, I don't want water. I'm like, Hubert, can I do this? He's like, no, don't do it. I'm like, Hubert, please. He's like, don't do it. I'm like, I'm going to do it. I open the top of the water and I literally just squeeze it all over the front of his face. And then he doesn't remember this at all.
No.
He's just out. He's out of it. Like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? My mom's going to know. I'm like, what do you mean?
Whenever I get under the influence at parties or around people, I try to be very responsible and to help out somewhat and like not get caught, right?
But she already knew at this point.
Yeah, but like I just still try to be helpful. They asked me to do something, right? I walked up on
This was earlier in the night. This was earlier in the night. This is before. This was pre-chug.
They had me go up on a chair and then step onto the
This is before.
flimsy
This is
party
before
table.
they knew he had started drinking.
Yeah, and they asked me to fix the light and shit. I was like, what the hell, bro? I'm gonna fucking fall, but I did it anyway.
I kept looking at Hubert. I'm like, please, can you do this for him, please, please?
Like, no, I got it. I got it.
And he does it.
I did it successfully.
Yeah, and he walked it off, and then he went into his room. He's like, whoa, bro. I don't know how I did that.
I'm a fucking professional.
He said he was a fucking professional. I'm like, I guess it's just a light bulb. Okay, so back to the night after I poured water on him. He still just sits there like, I don't want to go anywhere. And he's like, I want to go for a walk. He just out of nowhere, I want to go for a walk. I'm like, no, Will, we're sitting right there. Everybody's like, say no. No, you stay there. He's like, no, I want to go for a walk. Huber's like, I'll take him for a walk around the block. He goes around the block and then he starts saying, I need to pee. I need to pee. I don't know what happened there. At that point, he walked away, and I just heard him say, I need to pee.
I don't.
He doesn't remember this. So at one point, I go in. I finished my margarita, and I was looking for another one. And you don't know. Your sister was dancing with your mom, and I was debating just stealing your sister's because it literally looks like it was just open. I'm like, I'm like, hey, Dofo, who's this? He's like, Yvette's. I'm like, do you think she'll know if I steal it? He's like, yeah, she really wanted to try that one. I'm like, oh, fine, it's her birthday. So I just grabbed a water and walked right back out. I'm like, okay, Holly, I'm gonna go find Will. So I walk around the corner. I hear him, but I don't see him. I start walking down behind this church. I'm like, oh, bro, I need to pee too. So I start like taking my dick out, and as I'm getting it out, they start to turn the corner, start coming down. I'm like, no, I need to pee. They're like, oh, we don't want to see your dick. And then they walk over by the stairs of this church, and then I pee, and then I'm like, okay, bro, we're good.
You need to put a disclaimer in the beginning.
I'll put a disclaimer, and so then we start walking. I don't remember how we walked back. I don't remember if we walked through the church, like the church side entrance. If we walked around like near the old middle school, or if we went back the way we went,
or just through,
or did we go?
It might have just been.
We went through. I remember going through. And so we cut through people's yards to go into Will's house. It's whatever. Will does it all the time.
I don't think anyone lives there.
No, someone lives there.
I've never seen that.
No, they live there.
Whatever.
It's like crackheads. They're literally like crackheads.
Oh.
But
maybe I'll Pam was it. For podcast, right?
So
not for anything.
So yeah. Give me a second. Oh, so we get back to the house and Will's just like, oh, bro, I'm so cold. As we're walking back, so I'm like, okay. So I say to Hubert, I'm like, go take him in my car. I'm gonna go find my keys and I'll heat it up. At this point, I didn't know that Will had given his keys to his sister. I thought that Brian still had it. So I went to Brian. I'm like, hey, Brian, do you have my keys? He's like, no. Will said he gave them to you. I'm like, fuck. So I walked back into Will's room. I have a tile on my keys. So I set it off. And I'm not here. And I'm like, oh, shit. And then the music stops. They had a little band there. It was cute. But the music stops. And I just hear it. I'm like, oh, no. I walk out there. And I hear it, and it's loud, and I'm like, I definitely think that Will put this with the band. I think he put it with the band. And I'm looking around. I'm like, Dofo, do you know where my keys are? He's like, he reaches in this gift bag. He's like, are these them? I'm like, oh, that motherfucker.
I didn't put them there. I gave them to my sister. That's it. I
Yeah.
didn't put them in the bag.
So then we bring Will to my car, and we put him in the back seat. And right when his head hits the back seat, he's out. He's out. I'm like, Will? I checked to make sure he's still breathing. I'm like, okay, he's fine. So he passed out in the back of my car. So we sit in my car and just putting the heat on a little bit so he warms up. And I'm like, Huber, we need to get this kid water and something to eat, or he's gonna be dead. He's like, yeah, we do. I'm like, I've sobered up. I haven't had the vodka in at least an hour and a half, and my margarita I had about like half hour ago to an hour ago. So like I feel like I'm fine, but this is the plan. If there's anything that I'm sketchy that you feel like I should probably not be driving, I need you to take the wheel. And
He should have taken the wheel.
and you can drive the rest. He's like, okay, I think we're safe.
Let me explain something about this man when he drives. He drives like he's a fucking cat, man. He drives like he has 9 fucking lives, man. It's so stupid.
Yeah, I drive like I'm drunk when I'm sober. So
And he has he has a pop socket. He has like a pop socket stand on his car. So he has his steering wheel and his phone like
and I'm always changing music while driving.
You're 2 types of people. You never skip a song or you skip everything. This man skips everything, man. It's everyone who's ever been in his car.
It's like, bro, you change your music too much. I'm like, sorry.
Dumb, man. He does it all the time. And I'm betting that's what you were doing that while you were driving, right?
No. See, you would have been proud of me. While we were leaving, I was setting up the music, and I just put on. I was looking for a static rap playlist. I played it, and we were doing good. So we drive, and there's no issues at this point. I think I'm fine because I was just so stressed out from dealing with you that I just think everything went. And at this point, I had went to the bathroom like 20 different times, so I don't think I had anything really left in my system. Mm-hmm. So we drive to Aurora Farms. For the people who aren't in like the Maryland, Delaware area, I think it might be in Virginia too. Aurora Farms is just this bougie gas station like Wawa's, but they have like hella good chicken. They have good chicken.
What the fuck?
Does
not every state have Royal Farms?
No, it's all. Once you hit like I think they have a few in Virginia, but it's just like Virginia, Maryland, and Delaware.
Huh.
PA has some other weird thing that's like a Royal Farms.
Okay.
But it's weird. Jersey has Wawa's every block.
Oh.
But it's like, yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Rofo is like the Rolls Royces of gas stations, basically. And they're everywhere.
It's so good. They have some really good chicken. So we pull up there. This is, mind you, like a 15-minute drive. So I did think I did pretty good. But we get there, and I'm like, Huber, stay in the car with Will. If he gets back up and you think he's going to puke, you get him out of my car. If he pukes in my car, I'm killing you both.
You're telling the story, right? Because I remember none of this, right?
Yes.
I'm going to use the bathroom.
I don't want to talk to myself because you don't know any of this, though.
Yeah, okay. And I'll listen to the podcast with them. I'll listen to the podcast with all of you, okay? We're all doing this together. I'm going to use the bathroom.
Do you remember where it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight down the hall.
Okay.
To the right.
Yep. Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay. I guess I'm taking it from here. Bye, Will. Bye. This is the good part, too. He's missing it. He's opening the door. And he shuts it. Okay. So, we're at this rural farms, and I tell Huber and Will to stay in or Will's dead, but I tell Huber to stay in the car with him, and if he gets up or anything, like he looks like he's about to puke, get him out of my car, because if he doesn't, I'm going to kill them both. So, I walk in, I get him a massive water bottle, I get myself 2 spicy chicken sliders, I get him a spicy chicken sandwich, and a banana. We get into the car, and I give him the water bottle. I'm like, start drinking. I'm like, wake him up, get him to start drinking. it didn't work. I think Hubert hops in the back of the car at one point, and I ended up eating his food because other than the banana, because I was hungry, and we he's in the back trying to get him, and a cop pulls up and parks right next to us. So I'm like, Hubert, get in the fucking car. Hubert hops in the back seat, I hop in the front seat, and we just drive because I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with this. So we're driving. We make it all the way back. Will's still silent. And as we pull up to Will's house or across the street where we're all parking, we get out of the car. We start to pull Will out of the car, and we just hear, "Ooh, ooh," and he just pukes all over the ground. Luckily, none of it got in my car, but he puked all over the ground, and he just kept going and going. Yeah, and then at one point he just started dry puking. He was like, nothing was coming out, so I'm like, dude, we need to get him into bed. And all he keeps saying is, I want to go to bed, bro. I want to go to bed, bro. So I'm like, come on. So I literally carry him to his bedroom, which I have to cross a street, and I put him in bed. I put the water next to his TV. I'm like, okay, bro, now listen. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying right now, but when you wake up, you have to drink this water. You have to drink the water. If you don't drink the water, you're going to regret it. So I make him drink this water a little bit before he goes to bed, and then I put the water down. He hops into bed. I take his shoes off, and then he pulled a blanket over himself, asks him to take the last shoe off, and I'm like, okay, now go to bed. He's like, oh, and then he's dead. He just drops. So at this point, we're like, we're just over it. So I go out and to the rest of the party just to go communicate and be social. And I just wanted to say bye and say thank you. So I walk out there, and I'm like, I go up to his sister. I'm hugging her. I'm saying, hey, goodbye. Thanks for letting me come. She's like, oh, it's all good. And then Dofo goes to me. He's like, don't you want to take a picture together? She's like, yeah, sure. So we go and we take a picture. And as I'm taking the picture and I put my arm around her, she's saying, I'm fucking pissed at you, and I know it's you're the one who caused some of this. I'm like, I didn't, I swear. She's like, I know you encouraged it. I'm like, I'm sorry, Mom. She's like, you better fix this. I'm like, yes. And then I go up to Will's mom, and I'm gonna go up to his mom just to be like, hi, thank you for letting me come. I go up to her. She doesn't speak English. I go, gracias. She just looks at me and just walks away. I'm like, oh. And apparently she yelled at Hubert at one point too. I don't know what was said, but she yelled at him too. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened with the night. After that, I left. Mind you, by the time Will went to bed, it was just about like 8:45, 9 o'clock. So
Where we at?
We're over.
Oh, are we?
I know we're not over. I didn't like end the podcast, but we're over that night.
Oh,
wait, quick. So yeah, Will went to bed around 8:45. I left around 9, and I got home and was dead asleep.
And then Hubert poofed.
Hubert disappeared at one point. I don't know when he disappeared, but he left.
Poofed in and poofed out.
I think he disappeared when I was taking pictures with your sister.
My mom got mad at me about not taking any pictures. Yeah. That's whatever.
But yeah,
I will. No. We're not done yet. We're not done.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Let's go over this morning, buddy, pal.
I woke up around 5 a.m.
Yes.
Right, and I was like, what happened? I'm still feeling it. I'm still feeling it somehow. Right. I'm like, what happened? I check my phone. It's almost dead. It's almost dead. It still is almost dead. I just look around. I'm like, what happened?
Oh wait, hold on. I want to make it clear. At one point,
you're interrupting.
I know, but at one point, Will's sister took his phone away, and she was debating if she was going to give it back. She took the speaker and your phone out of your bedroom. They were just playing music out there after the band left, and she was like, I don't know if I want to give him his phone back. Yeah,
they were playing music with my phone.
Yeah, because there was music still playing from when Hubert put it on for you earlier. He was trying to calm you, but that's not the point. So she was like, "Oh, I know this song," and they were just playing music. But I was like,
were they playing my music?
Yeah, because no one could unlock your phone because no one knows your passcode.
Oh, I don't wonder what was playing.
I don't know, but all I know is at one point she was like, "I don't know if I'm going to give him his phone back. I think he needs to get it taken away for a month just because of all this."
I don't understand why they were so mad.
Okay, but go back to your morning.
I woke up, I checked my phone, and I unlock it, and I see what's playing. Because I was like, I'm fucked. I won't listen to music because I love my music.
Yeah.
I play what's on, and it's just a playlist. Here's the name, right? I don't know what happened to my phone after I died. Apparently, they were playing music. I open it. The playlist is Drunken Words, Sober Thoughts. I was like, what the hell? And they're all the same. It's an album.
Okay.
By Seven Streeter. Pronounce that for me. I can't read.
Seven Streeter.
Yeah, 2021 new album. I'll take a proper listen to it later. There's just see if it's any good. And I'm just scrolling around. I listen to music, and I was like, "Jeez, I need something to drink." I walk up to the kitchen, see the damage. It looked fine.
He didn't cause any damage. We kept him away from the party, thankfully.
I kept myself away, and
Oh, you tried to go back multiple times.
Did I?
Yeah.
Whatever. I fucking gulp down a Gatorade, go back. I'm like, I'm hungry. I go back outside. I eat. I'm like halfway through what I'm eating. I take a bite of chicken, and I'm like, this is dry. Now I think I'm gonna throw up. I walk outside, spit it out, and I'm like, am I gonna throw up? No, I'm good. I go back inside, put my food away. That's probably the safest thing. And I down another Gatorade. Well, I go back to my room. I charge my phone, and I stop. I look to the left, and there's a massive ass water bottle just sitting there. I'm like, oh, look at that.
Who got me that? That would be Jax. That's me.
I grab it, take it to bed with me, put on my earbud, and just sit to listen to my music. And then I text Jackson. I was like, I don't know what I texted you. I posted my story. Yo, look at my water bottle.
If you guys don't remember from one of the episodes, I forget which one it was, but we talked about how Will's Snapchat is so like lonely that he really, when he posts on a story, it's mainly just talking to like two people.
No, I posted for my sister, and Holly is on my Snap. Everyone who was at the party is on my Snapchat, so they're fine. So
you should give me Holly's Snapchat.
I'm not gonna give you Holly's Snapchat. I'm not gonna give you Holly's Snapchat.
I hope she doesn't listen to this.
Listen, Holly. Listen.
I wasn't sober. I wasn't actually gonna try and hook up with you, obviously, since I didn't try. But hey, if you want to hit my line, I'm single.
Okay, hey. Calm down, man. She's still in school.
She's 18. It's not that big of a deal. She's 18.
Yeah.
I am almost 19. Actually, hey, guys, just a little thing. When this podcast comes out, my birthday will be in like a month and 2 days. It's pretty cool. I just want to say that. 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Okay.
I wake up, I text you, and then
I think I respond like an hour later. I think it said like sent an hour ago.
Yeah, you text me, come here, and I was like, right now? To your house? Yeah. He was like, yeah. And I think that's we're gonna end it.
Well, no, because he came to my house and he was still wearing the same clothes and then we realized
with everything, the same jacket.
As we were driving to the podcast set, we realized that there's puke all over him. So we turn around, drive like 2 miles back just so he can change. I'm like, bro. And then we're at his house and his mom yells at him for a second. But I think we fixed it. She might still hate me now. But we might be at the same part that we were when we started, so I think we're good. She doesn't like Huber anymore, I don't think.
No, she likes Huber. She likes Hubert. What did she say to Huber?
I don't know, but apparently she like yelled at him at one point.
Why? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have to talk to Huber.
We'll talk to Huber.
I'll talk to him today because we work together.
Okay, real quick. We actually are coming up on an hour, which is perfect.
Yeah.
But I do want to bring up something. has nothing to do with anything we just talked about. But I think this is a good idea. I want to see if anybody. I feel like there's a few people who would want to hear this. So you don't know about this, but I'm going to explain this to you. Where we went to school, they have an Instagram page called the 2 letters of the school Confessions, where they post anonymous stuff about people and like talk shit.
What the hell? Instagram?
It's funny. It's privated, and it takes it time. But like, let me. There was one that I loved it.
Oh, I see.
It's like I forget which one it was, but it was one like I saw so and so at the back of Spencer's together. That's not the point though. So apparently, the people who are in charge of the account are anonymous. The page has 705 followers. The page is anonymous.
Jesus, you follow all these accounts? What's wrong with you, man? You don't even go to school anymore.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay. So the page is anonymous, and apparently the school's trying to crack down and find out who it is because it's like cyberbullying.
Is that?
Because they're pretty much just calling people out and like stuff like that. I had an idea though. What if we DM them and we ask them to be on the podcast and we say we'll keep them anonymous, and then we post the podcast and we tell the school that if they give us like $50, we'll snitch them out. We get a good podcast episode out of it.
Well, now they're gonna listen to this podcast.
Nah, they won't. They won't listen to it. I'll make sure all the people who do go to school there keep it under wraps. But like,
I don't think we should do that because we don't go to school. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to deal with anything out the school, man. I want to like.
I think it'd be pretty funny.
I want to move on from that.
I do kind of want
horrible
to.
place.
I do kind of want to understand what the thought process of getting this of these kids doing this, because I don't understand.
It's a common thing. I've seen it on TikTok a lot.
But like, I don't understand why they have a whole Instagram page dedicated to just calling people out anonymously. Like, don't be a pussy. Say put your name and be like, yo, I said this. I said that I think you are an ugly bitch. But everybody,
I think people like DM them in first ways, right?
huh?
If it's like QA confession, right?
No, so it's
Is it just like
they use
one person,
you know
calls
the app
out?
Lipsy, like the Snapchat thing.
No.
It's this thing where you click on the link and you write something in here, and then they get notified every time someone sends one in.
Oh, and then just post that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Interesting though. They're not doing. They're taking a break because there's been a lot of fights at the school, and at one point, one of the fights turned into a school shooting.
I did hear about that.
Like drill, like a few days later. This is crazy.
Huh.
But on that note, this has been the Almost Normal Podcast. Thank you for all the support.
Normal Podcast is sponsored by Raycon.
We're not sponsored by anybody, but hey, Raycon. If you want to sponsor us,
please, no, we're not. I don't want Raycon. I want Mobile Raid Shadow Legends. That's what I want.
Yeah, that'd be fire. I've never played it, but it'd be fire. But everybody,
it's a good game.
Thank you for listening. I don't know how the next few episodes will turn out, statistic wise, but thank you everybody who did support the first episode at least, because thanks to you, we have over 30 plays on our first episode, which is a lot for our first episode for people who don't have any real following besides like friends and stuff. But remember, if you do enjoy the podcast and you want to support us in the biggest way possible, all you have to do is share it with someone.
Keep listening.
Well, yeah, keep listening. Remember, if you still don't like it, this is episode 4. Give us 3 more episodes to see if you like it or not. But also, our biggest support thing is, yes, if you keep listening, but also, if you think someone wants to hear 2 dumbasses talk about some really stupid shit, share it. Share it with friends. Share it with family. Don't share it with your parents, though. They won't let you listen ever again. But yeah, that is pretty pretty much it.
Liam, don't tell your mom.
Hey. This part goes out to a very special someone. Liam, you say anything, I cut you. I know where you sleep. But everybody, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week. Haha, yes.
Fuck you.
I sorry, I had to think about like when it was, but like me and Will are racists. Yeah.
I'm not.
We're racist. Yup.